News. Pink and blue flags are all over the trees in local hiking areas, and they're part of an expansive forest fuel reduction project. MTN's Madeline Heath hit the trails and tells us what these flags mean.
You may have noticed trees with these different colored flags while hiking around Mount Helena, and that's part of a forest thinning project that turns these trees into slash piles like the one behind me.
Crews have been up here the last couple of days, I've noticed, doing some cutting, couldn't get on a couple trails that I normally hike. But yeah, overall it's been, I think, a positive thing.
Mike Casper hikes with his dogs up Mount Helena regularly and has noticed some changes recently.
You can see more through the forest and it's kind of opened up a little bit.
It's part of work to thin the forested area. It doesn't just open up space for people recreating, but also for the trees themselves.
The goal of this project is to reduce overall tree crown densities and increase the base canopy height.
To do that, trees are marked with either pink or blue ribbons.
The trees that are going to be retained on the landscape are flagged with a blue flag. We have to create outer boundaries for a treatment unit, and that's the pink colored flagging.
The end goal, reduce the tree density from about 1,000 trees per acre to under 100 trees per acre. That helps keep the landscape and community safe from fire and helps keep the trees healthier.
It not only benefits the community from the standpoint of reducing the risk to wildfire, it also helps the individual trees.
Casper's has already seen this benefit as the tree thinning helped last week's Mount Ascension fire to be contained quickly.
I'm glad they're doing something about it. Obviously, being this close to town, you don't want to have fires creeping in.
Removed trees will be turned into slash piles that will be burned in fall of 2027 and 2028. Reporting on Mount Helena, Madeline Heath, MTN News.
The greater Yellowstone grizzly population is the most studied grizzly bear population in the country. This summer, the research continued in southwest Montana. MTN's Chet Lehman takes us to southern Madison County to tell us about this latest effort.
This is the south end of the Madison River Valley, formed by the Gravelies to the west and the Madisons to the east. And there are grizzly bears in both those mountains. This summer, Fish, Wildlife, and Parks has been focusing on some of those Bruins.
The way that it works is we use natural food sources to attract bears to a location where we can either take genetic samples or we can trap and collar grizzly bears in that area.
The collaring allows FWP to track multiple things: distribution, range, even hibernation patterns. The genetic testing builds on years' worth of similar research from other parts of Montana.
As we're getting closer to the time when genetic exchange between the greater Yellowstone ecosystem and the northern Continental Divide ecosystem will happen, it's important to monitor that.
This summer's research in those mountains, a continuation of years' worth of research on grizzly bears in Montana, giving state and federal agencies a wealth of information about the bears roaming in this part of the state.
This research has been going on for a long time. This is building on a good catalog of information and research that has helped us understand grizzly bear populations, grizzly bear distribution in southwestern Montana.
This year's research effort will wrap up later this week. The findings will be compiled and added to decades worth of grizzly bear research. The effort will repeat again next summer in another part of bear country. In the south end of the Madison Valley, Chet Lehman, MTN News.